if you really want to get up to some fun this weekend, take the Lyric Boys content challenge and just stream all 26, 27 of our episodes in a row and tell us how it makes you feel. You'll be starting to use our lingo like Content Hound and King, and you'll be really cool.
Yeah. Let's get Lyric Boys Challenge to go viral. Hashtag Lyric Boys Challenge on Twitter. Hashtag Lyric Boys Challenge on Instagram. And film yourself for 24 hours listening to our podcast or watching if that's your preferred way.
Yeah. You can listen. You can watch this podcast, wherever you're watching or listening to this podcast right now. You can come back to this place for the Lyric Boys Challenge. There was one comment that I want to highlight because how sometimes we have those YouTube comments that are a little bit like, I know everything, like I'm the smart man on the internet, right?
Yes.
This one was very much like that. And the person's name was Raging Skeptic. So very much that vibe already. And the person commented,
if my eyes could roll back 180 degrees in my head, they would.
Who's a Raging Skeptic and why are they commenting on YouTube videos? Like, why? I guarantee
they're a libertarian.
Okay. So the comment is, yeah, that would make sense. The comment is, I can't wait for her to start writing songs once she realizes that you never predicate your happiness on another human being. She's very talented, and once the teen angst thing is gone, she'll be a musical force to be reckoned with. So listen, Olivia Rodrigo, I know you're like a massive star, and you had like one of the biggest debuts of all time, but like, maybe in a couple years, you can, make Raging Skeptic proud of you.
Were people not taught as children that if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all? And especially don't make it a very fucking passive-aggressive, backhanded slap in the face. Because that's what that comment is. And it's just like, shut the fuck up.
Also, if Olivia Rodrigo is not a force to be reckoned with right now, who is? None of us are. There's no hope for us.
Right. Yeah, like define force to be reckoned with. Like number one, shot up to number one, and has remained there for a long time.
This YouTube commenter is like, I don't know, she's 18. If she did this by 12, that would have been impressive. But 18, come on, clock's ticking. She's going to die soon.
Clock's ticking. Yeah.
All right.
I'm a raging skeptic about who that person is as a human being.
I just imagine they like get such smug satisfaction out of every single YouTube comment they make, and they're just like, told her.
Yeah.
You just look like a giant.
It's a good moment. It's flirtatious if you do it with your lover or somebody who
you show up on a first date. You're like, hey babe, how tall are you? 5'1", 5'2", 5'3", 5'4", whatever. I'm 6'18". Give me that coat. It's gonna be funny, all right? Because it's fucking gonna break on me, right? All right, give me that coat. What, you want appetizers? Well, she'll have the chicken nuggets. Thanks, waiter. Barkeep, give us both 2 virgin pina coladas, because I got drinking problems. And
women, if you've been on a date with this man, please DM us, because I'm absolutely certain that he exists, and you have.
It's like she hasn't said anything yet. He just shows up in the day. He's like, how's it going, Toots? Let me try that coat on, all right? It's funny.
He calls her Toots. She's like, please, it's 2021. If you're going to be derogatory, please do it in a more modern way. Like, be like, call me like a broad or something. Don't say Toots. What did this boy's dad do to him that caused him to wear long sleeves? What's the story there?
Here's the story. It's that his parents are divorced and he had a tattoo that said mom. And his dad was like, I don't ever want to see that mom tattoo. You got to leave your sleeves down. I'm sure the truth is a lot darker.
Or I just feel like the truth, like in all honesty, when I read it, is that like the boy like really idolized his dad, and his dad tended to wear long sleeve shirts unless his dad had no arms. And he wore long sleeves to look like he had arms, but when you approach him, it's just like floppy sleeves, and you're like, whoa. It like makes you take a step back for a sec.
Interesting. Well, the real thing that jumped to my mind as the real answer versus the answer of the mom tattoo is like, Scars.
Scars.
Which isn't as fun of an
Oh, you're
answer.
right. It's abuse. Okay, I misread. I was reading innocently into this lyric, like this boy idolized the fashion choices of his father, but yes, his father hit him. You're right. That is the real way to interpret this. I was wrong.
This is what, yeah. Well, what's funny is that you legitimately thought it was like a positive lyric in a song called Hope You're Okay, where the whole song is like basically like children who've suffered, like, I hope you're doing good. And you're just like, oh yeah, there's just randomly a verse about this child who loved his dad.
Ladies and gentlemen,
not the case.
if you are like me and you're listening to this podcast, then you actually have learned something on this one. So add that to the average of 1.75 things per episode. She obviously must have a big circle of people around her, right? Because she is famous, and that tends to happen. So if you're listening to this and you think that you are
Lyric Boy's fame.
Yes. I can't fucking walk down the street without somebody shouting "content hound" at me. But if you do consider yourself Olivia Rodrigo's friend and you listen to this and you're like, fuck, am I one of the two? Probably not. Chances are probably not. Hate to break it to you, Olivia Rodrigo's friends. Probably not.
What if she's in a text group with 3 other people and it's like, oh my God, they're called besties. Let's just say the text group is called besties. And they're like, oh my God, which one is the fake friend?
And they have to duel to the death to find out.
There's also the image in my head where she's like, I have 2 best friends. They're my parents. I love my parents.
I am not cool nor smart, as we have seen on this podcast, but I can parallel park like a motherfucker. And it makes me feel good to have one thing on Olivia Rodrigo.
That's true. That's right. I can parallel park as well. So look at us.
Kings.
The Lyric Boys feeling good about themselves because we can parallel park and Olivia Rodrigo cannot. And let's just end the comparisons there. We have won.
Well, yeah. And also I think that we are doing a healthy thing by comparing ourselves to an 18-year-old girl who's going through a lot of emotional stuff clearly on this album. So good for us. Pat on the back.
Good for you. You know what would be a great song? I'm just going to say that whoever wants to create the song can create it. Just give me royalties, baby. But it should be a pop song by a big artist. So a song should be like big pop artist, let's just say like Olivia or anyone, has a song that's like, I'm feeling really depressed. I feel like I've got lots of anxieties. A lot of things are scary and uncomfortable. And then there should be a guest rap verse from that artist's mom that goes, you think you got problems? Why are you depressed? And then it's just like a rap about why this singer should not be depressed and should not have.
Or it's just like, I sacrificed everything for you, gave you a good life, and you're telling me that you're sad? Well, that means that you are ungrateful.